All right, so it is garden season once again, 2026, and the time has come to prepare the garden.
No, weeds.
So in this video, we will take you from what we have here all the way to hopefully something planted. So the first thing that we are going to do is jump on all of these weeds in our in-ground area, and here's our dog into the fertilizer as per usual. I do want to mention that I filmed a lot of this on the new Insta360 Go Ultra, just trying out the camera to have a little bit more efficiency. So here is the in-ground bed, and I'll take you through a little review here. We got the strawberries, open bed, we got the rhubarb, a little bit of open bed there. That just kind of popped up, and these things popped up on their own. It is, I'm not even sure what kind of lettuce that is, but there it is. You got some chives over there. Here is a bed that needs to be prepared, and here are some things that kind of popped up all on their own. And then you got my wife's potted plants ready to go. We got some chives that popped up on their own. All right, and here are some more beds that need preparing. So I'm jumping on this one bed, just kind of turning the soil over, and I will start to add some additives here in a little bit. So really, this is our third season gardening, and we do enjoy it. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. We got fresh lettuce already.
Whoa. That's lettuce. That is what it should taste like. That's the bomb.
So my wife is the green thumb here in the family. And me, I just do what she tells me to do. Hopefully to her satisfaction. All right, we're gonna throw some Black Cow brand manure that we found over there at the Home Depot in this one bed here, and just kind of get that all mixed in good and proper. There's another view of the bag, and here we are. We're just gonna go back to the in-ground bed and get some more of these weeds out. And here is a fun little frog that was in our garden. So some of this grass we did try to save to put over into a different spot in our yard that needed it. So last year, halfway through, I did start my buddy defense system to keep some of these rabbits out. And as you can see, these boards down there, are going to need a little bit of patching up. And I do have a plan to install some fencing later on before hopefully we get things planted. And as we're going along, I am seeing quite a bit of weeds that are encroaching into the garden from the yard, which can be expected, but just kind of going through there and getting those out before getting any kind of tilling or cultivating or anything going on with this dirt here.
Behave.
Yeah, our little Springer Spaniel was being kind of naughty at this time.
Garden dog. Oh, look at that. She's even sitting down in the garden. Garden dog.
Yep, so a lot of this just ended up being trying to preserve as much dirt as we could and getting all these weeds out. So it's a slow going process, but we eventually got there. And here's what we got after getting all them weeds out. So next up is to grab the tiller, which we got this last year after starting this in-ground section in the back here. And I got to tell you, really, really, really happy that we got this, made the jump on it. I'm going to do it again this year and see how it performs. And if I remember to do so, I will link to the video, my review of this guy here, where I go into a little bit more detail about it. Yeah, it's just a super cool tool for the garden. Now, when first getting into the dirt, it is fairly compact, and the teeth here just kind of bounce and bounce and bounce. But slowly but surely, I'm able to make purchase and get a little bit deeper as it goes, and then eventually you get really, really, really deep into it there. And it's nice. This has a lot of the old plant material from last year, and probably a lot of the stuff that we added. So we're gonna add a little bit more and just keep kind of building this soil up. Now, there is the whole concept of no-till to kind of keep the biome from being disturbed, but we chose to use our tool here, and here is kind of the finished product. at least initially. We're going to be adding some more stuff there. But like I said, this cultivator, I feel like it does a really, really good job for what we're doing here. So we did end up adding some, fertilizer here. And this is some stuff that we found over at the Walmart, some in-ground compost material here. And we're going to do a couple different types of compost as we go along. But this is the first one. As you can see, I'm getting all that ready to mix into the soil. And I'm trying not to go too deep with this stuff. It's really just the first couple of inches in order to get the plants the nutrition that they so love. There's the close-up of that stuff. And then, yeah, like I said, just kind of gently going across the top there. And now we're going to swing on over to our other in-ground section here and get it cultivated, ready to go. And, I'm not sure exactly what my wife plans on planting here this year, but at least get the dirt ready to rock and roll. And we'll throw some more of that fertilizer in this one. Last year we had tomatoes over here and they did really, really well. And then we have our other in-ground sections here, and this one is empty. And here's the rhubarb, so we're gonna get that one prepared. So the other empty one, last year we had ground cherries and cucamelons, and those did really well. And we have a strategy, I think, that we're gonna try something different this year for the cucamelons to get them off the ground. We're gonna do a little trellis, but we'll get that going. I haven't decided exactly what we're gonna do, but we'll have that eventually up and ready to go very soon. And we'll get some of that good fertilizer over here next to the rhubarb. Mix that in. And because we have plants established here already, I am not going to use the big cultivator. I'll just do this real gently by hand and shovel. All right, so we're swinging back around to the in-ground section, and where I have kind of those big lumps from the cultivator, I want to even those out as much as possible, just to kind of have it semi-flat, so when we're ready to go and throw those vegetables into the ground, they are good and flat. So here's the view of the camera on the rake. That was kind of neat. So the goal here was not to be too aggressive with the rake, really try to keep that good fertilized soil on the top there, but make it semi-flat. And we'll do the same for the rhubarb area here. And here we are the next day, and I got the memo that I need to add more fertilizer to the in-ground section. So that's just how it goes sometimes. So we're gonna add some more of those. It looks like we got 4 more bags of the fertilizer. There may or may not be more to come later in this video. And we're gonna throw some of that good black cow fertilizer over here next to the rhubarb. Get that all good and mixed in. And we're gonna throw some more into this unoccupied raised bed right here. And yes, some more manure over here in the in-ground section. So later on in the day, I find myself over at Menards to get some more compost manure. And this time I grabbed 6 bags just to have some extra on hand. Or just put the whole batch into the garden to just hopefully be done with that. I'm packing that up, and it's back to the house we go. And we're gonna dump that in and get that going. So hopefully this should do it as far as the compost this year for the garden. So yeah, we're just gonna get all those in there and do the same exact thing we did with the other bags. Okay, so once again, grab the trusty cultivator and get this good mixed in. And we'll come along with the rake once again and, make it flat. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. This is part 1 of hopefully many parts as we kind of document the progress of the garden. The next thing that's going to happen is getting this fencing going to try to keep some of these rabbits out, and then hopefully planting. Take care.